Watch. Kamala Harris, deputy campaign manager, admits left is losing the culture war. And it's absolutely right. They are. People are tired of this woke ideology, this woke degeneracy that the left has been pushing for years. They took it too far. People are fed up. They want to bring back traditionalism. They want to bring back how America was great under Donald Trump. We remember those good times. And the Democrat Party refused to be introspective. They refused to look within themselves and find out what they did wrong. Instead, they're just going around talking about how it's everyone else's fault and still doing the same racist, homophobic name calling that they've been doing over the years that helped them lose this war. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to play the clip. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news now. This comes from Breitbart, from David Ning, and he reports that a prominent figure in Kamala Harris's failed presidential campaign has admitted that the left is, quote, losing the culture war, citing wokeism as a major factor, though he also appeared hesitant to be too critical of woke culture. They're afraid to admit what we all know is true because the woke eat its own. I've been saying that for years. The woke eat its own. I mean, look what's happening. Look how they attack anyone that goes against the grain. It started out with like J.K. Rowling when she was talking about um, what a woman is biologically and stuff like that, and they attacked her. When Joe Rogan was part of the left at one time, they attacked him. You now Anna, what's her name? The girl from the Young Turks, Anna Capario, however you say her name, Anna. She's starting to wake up and see how bad wokeism is and speaking out against it, and they're attacking her for it. And like so, the woke eats its own. So inevitably, this was going to happen. It was going to inevitably fail, and it's done. It's done with. There's no way they can bring this terrible woke culture back. Thank God. Um, but the article goes on to say that Quentin Folks, who served as deputy campaign manager, made the acknowledgement during the most recent episode of Pod Save America, which featured several campaign advisors performing a post-mortem analysis of Harris's unsuccessful bid for the White House. During the podcast, Folk said politics and culture are, quote, converging like we've never seen, but added the left wing cancel culture has prevented Democrats from having open discussions about it. This was what I was just alluding to. Oh, and he actually said here, Democrats are eating their own. I haven't seen the video yet. These were just my thoughts on it. And it seems like they finally found out what I've been saying about Democrats and leftists for years. So let's play the clip here. Like I said, I haven't seen the clip yet, so let's see how it goes. Here we go.
The choice that we have to make.
Jen said earlier that, this isn't the problem of a 107-day campaign to solve. It's a party problem.
Mm-hmm.
Republicans don't make Trump apologize. And as Stephanie said, we don't have to mimic it. But I think that there are a lot of times where if you're in the Democratic Party and you step out of line,
Yeah,
you get punished for it.
that was what
Yeah.
I was trying to say.
Thank you for being more direct, Quinn.
Yes.
You get punished for it by
true.
your own party.
I mean-
Republicans do not do that.
Look
They
at Kamala
stay in line.
Harris's comments in the 2019 primary. The reason why even that was being discussed is because
Yeah.
of interest-based politics.
I mean, we put out an ad with a cuss word in it, and the amount of feedback that we got
that's true.
was insane. And
From people within the party.
from people within the party, and like Republicans are, and it's like we have to. It's
we put out
it's
another one
thing,
with more.
right? Where we have to respond to that. Obviously, we take that stuff seriously. We reach out to the people that have concerns. That takes time from us. They're getting calls from people like Jen, people like myself, apologizing for this so that we're keeping our coalition together. Meanwhile, Trump is putting these Republicans in the worst possible political, or what would seem to be, and they support it because they're, at the end of the day,
See, that's the problem. They consider it the worst possible. No, it's not worst possible. Trump is authentic, and we love his authenticity. And the Democrats are the exact opposite. They're inauthentic, and it comes off, especially with Kamala Harris. It shows, and people don't like that inauthenticity from their politicians. That's what it is.
Understand that it weakens Trump. And, this may sound like a shot across the bow, but it should be. Democrats are eating our own to a very high degree. And
Yeah,
until that stops, we're not going to be able to address a lot of the things that just need to be said. And like for the masculinity piece of it, men don't like people that apologize. I don't know what age bracket, but it's called like standing on business. If you say something, you mean it. Trump does not apologize. If he says something, he means it, and his party stands behind him, and they don't make him backtrack it.
Hmm.
And that
that's true.
type of infrastructure doesn't exist. We're also getting creamed online. I think one of the
That's
things
because y'all soft as cookie dough. Y'all are offended by every single thing someone says. So sooner or later, people are gonna stop apologizing, which they have, and just saying, you know what, I said it. It is what it is. I'm not gonna take it back because I'm tired of walking around on eggshells around y'all with this soft ass victimism stuff that y'all been pushing.
things about how even in the states that we're not playing in, it bleeds over. The Republicans have a well-tuned, well-oiled, well-invested echo chamber that exists beyond where they're campaigning, and it's online.
That's not what it is. It's not an echo chamber. It's just people are free to say what's on their minds, and y'all are not because y'all too afraid of offending people, and y'all are getting blasted online for it. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's not an echo chamber. That's why y'all all fleed to what is it, Blue Sky? That's an echo chamber.
It reverberates through TikTok. It reverberates through the culture. There is a cultural
Hmm.
dynamic that's at play in politics today where it is converging like we've never
And
seen.
we're losing the culture war.
And we're losing the culture war. And whatever it is, woke, whatever word you want to use, I'm not, I leave that to anybody to define
It's
on whatever
wokeism.
value, but we are not aligned on where we can be within that because there's always an opportunity. It may be very different for you in your state where you are, but at the end of the day, we're all Democrats. And I think that people are very advantageous to throw someone else under the bus, a fellow Democrat, if it means that they can rise above it in their own state, but we're missing the sort of forest for the trees. And I think we have to be better about that.
Jen, this is the third.
So there you have it. They know they're losing the culture war. Thank God, because this wokeism is it's basically communism. It's basically communism. This wokeism stuff. It's Marxism, really, is what this instead of with the classes, they do it with the sexual orientation and all of those other things. They use it to divide people, and it eats its own eventually. We're seeing it play out. But the article goes on to say their blunt admission marks a sharp reversal in the culture wars, which the left has dominated for years, if not decades, thanks to its near total capture of Hollywood, Silicon Valley, the news media, academia, and other institutions. But since the internet, people can look at alternative sources with alternative views, and people are no longer listening to or taking advice from Hollywood and Silicon Valley and these things. And matter of fact, people have a disdain for them, even people on the left, because the people on the left supposedly hate rich folks so bad, but yet the most of the people, the big donors of the billionaires and the millionaires of this country actually support this woke leftism Democrat stuff. But President elect Donald Trump's resounding political comeback has signaled the decline, if not the complete rejection, of the establishment in favor of populist voices once branded as fringe. As Breitbart News reported, the Pod Save America episode featured a stunning exchange in which senior advisors who worked on the Kamala Harris campaign admitted that the vice president had no pathway to victory because they basically admitted that they were lying to their supporters the entire time. David Plouffe, a senior advisor of the campaign to the campaign, said that the internal polling showed that Harris never took the lead over Trump, even admitting that public polls showing Harris in the lead left him surprised. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. But we gotta continue to pay attention. They're not gonna give up on this woke ideology. I don't believe, even though it's dying, it's in its dying throes. They're not gonna give up without a fight. But let me know what y'all think. Leave y'all comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.